Hey guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K18 draft rebuild. Today, as recommended in the comments, we are finishing out the top 5 with Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Memphis Grizzlies. This is an interesting pick for Memphis. They're going to pair him up with Marc Gasol and Mike Conley, who's coming back from injury. But as I have litigated before, the GM for the Grizzlies is probably one of the worst in the NBA. So there are a ton of bad contracts that we need to look at. Mainly Chandler Parsons. Chandler Parsons. $24 million for the next 2 years. We got Marc Gasol on a player option, which he'll most likely take. And he's going to be 34 at that point. So the question is, do we trade him and get as much value as we can for this position? Or do we keep him and try and win now? I'm going to try and keep him for the first season. And if he accepts that player option and is not putting up the production we need, I am willing to move him to get rid of that salary and somewhat be in contention. They drafted Jaren Jackson Jr. and where is he? Jevon Carter. I love Jevon Carter as a perimeter defender, along with his three-point ability. I think he could be a pretty good 3-and-D player. I'm thinking like a Patrick Beverly, a really disruptive defensive guard. So I put him in the rotation. But of course, the main guy, Jaren Jackson Jr. out of Michigan State. He is a pretty athletic power forward. I want to see what he develops into in the NBA because I think he's a great defender. He's shown three-point ability in Summer League, but I don't really know what his identity will be in the NBA, but hopefully this will shed some light on that and we can get a good idea. But our starting lineup will be Mike Conley, Ben McLemore, Chandler Parsons, Jaren Jackson Jr. I've given him 39 minutes to try and maximize his development, and Marc Gasol with Jermichael Green, Andrew Harrison, and Jevon Carter, along with Dillon Brooks coming off the bench. Hoping for a pretty decent playoff position. This is the West, though, so it's going to be pretty hard. Why is our trainer not showing up? First of all, I need to get a better trainer for the training camps at the end of the year, and I also want to upgrade our scout as well. But there we go. I don't know if we're going to keep JB Bickerstaff. We'll keep him on for this season, see how it goes, and we'll figure it out from there. So untouchables, I want to put on Jaren Jackson Jr. and our first round pick. I believe that Boston actually holds our first round pick for next season. Yep, so that should honestly be good. I wish these rosters, though, would if there's a way to update the draft picks that everybody has. I really wish they could do that, because that would just make this more realistic. But either way, that will be all for right now. We're going to go through season number 1 with this roster, and let's see if we can make the playoffs. So guys, we didn't exactly make the playoffs. 33-49. I ended up trading away our first round pick just to make it more realistic and a little bit tougher on us to rebuild this team. I don't know, a Marc Gasol on the All-NBA first team? Are you kidding me? 19-11 with 2 blocks? I think, well, if he keeps that up, we may have to re-sign him. Mike Conley is nowhere to be found. Any Grizzlies here? Jaren Jackson Jr. on the All-NBA second team. Yeah, we didn't make the playoffs, but let's go over the player statistics. Mike Conley with 20 and 6. Thought he'd make one team. Marc Gasol, of course, with 19, 11, 5 assists. I didn't even realize that. Jaren Jackson with 15 and 9. With a block and a half. Chandler Parsons, goodbye. And besides that, Jevon Carter with 7 and 3. Decent season for us. Marc Gasol seems to be doing pretty good. Mike Conley. I want to see what I can fish for them in the trade market. What is Indiana doing in the conference finals? Wait a minute. Curry averaged 41? Good lord, that's ridiculous, but okay. Let's get into this off season. I want to see if we can trade away a couple of these major pieces, mainly Chandler Parsons. Marc Gasol He's getting older, so I want to see where. Also, I want to see where our pick lands. The 6th pick. Yeah, I just traded it to the 76ers. They are in the Eastern Conference, so it's really not going to affect us that much. Mike D'Antoni is available. Matt Stauffer's available. Let's actually go with. Let's go with Bill Booth. We always go with Stauffer, so let's go with Bill Booth here. And hopefully we can sign him. Very good. Assistant coach, you are going to go. I'm going to sign Trent Peterson. There we go. And then I also want to get a new assistant GM. So that should be good for that. There we go. So new staff. We're going to go right through to the team and player options. I believe Marc Gasol actually had a player option. He declines that option. We're going to decline Ivan Rabb. We'll keep Dylan Brooks. Kyrie is available. Jimmy Butler, Whiteside, Chris Middleton, and Valanciunas. So a pretty good free agent class, actually. We're going to get rid of Jarrell Martin. And I want to take a look at the cap holds we have. Marc Gasol, JaMychal Green, no way I'm keeping you on at $12 million. Ben McLemore, not $6 million, and not Jarrell Martin. So he's holding us back for $33 million. Who can I sign? I could sign Karl Towns or Boogie Cousins. You know what? I think we're going to renounce Marc Gasol. And we're also going to renounce Rabb, Selvin Jr., and Caspi. And that should open up the door to sign DeMarcus Cousins to a max contract. Give him a player option and a no-trade deal. So I'll offer him that. I'll also offer... Ooh, Clay is available as well. Let's offer Jimmy Butler the max with a player option. And we'll also offer Klay Thompson the max with a player option. So, okay, we get Klay. We get Klay Thompson, which isn't exactly the worst thing. Jimmy Butler goes back, and DeMarcus goes back to... Wow, that's pretty surprising that DeMarcus went back to the Golden State Warriors. But we take away their player in Klay Thompson. We now need a center. Actually, let me take a little lineup. Wow, we are a little bit low. We need... I want to get... Anybody else major that's leaving? Pretty much Dwight Howard went to the Spurs. Pretty much everybody went back. Bledsoe to the Bulls. Besides that, not much. So who can we get for cheap down here? Who can we get for cheap down here? I want to sign a pretty decent center to put back there. Could I get Greg Monroe? Yeah, let's get Greg Monroe on a 3-year deal. He could be our big man down low. He definitely could. Let's also sign Willie Reed for a 1-year deal. And then I want to look for a small forward. Harrison Barnes, Cephalosha, Kelly Oubre. Can I get Kelly Oubre for 2 years? Let's see that. Monroe we're able to sign. Okay, so we'll decline you. Okay, I can't sign him, so we'll sign Willie Reed. And there we go, Klay Thompson and Willie Reed. We got a 91 overall along with Mike Conley and Jaren Jackson. Here is what's causing us all these problems. Chandler Parsons, you are being traded, sir. What can I get in exchange for you? That is the question. Anything available that I like. I believe I saw, yes, Dwight Powell. We're going to save about $15 million in salary cap. And we can actually just save that for until next season. And we could sign a pretty good small forward to go along with these guys. So there we go. Sign the rest of our free agents and we can move on to player progressions. Jaren Jackson Jr. up 4 overall to an 81. Pretty happy with that. And then the starting lineup would be Conley, Klay Thompson. We need a small forward still. We still need a small forward. So we can find that at the later date. Let's use our training camps on Jaren Jackson and probably maybe Javon Carter. We could use on Javon Carter. 2020 draft. There we go. And let's move on to next season. Okay. Why does the 2K Hoop Summit take so long to simulate? I don't know. Jaren Jackson Jr. going up. Dylan Brooks. Do we? Oh, we don't have him for anymore. Javon Carter, you go up, and we'll use the last one on Clay. Why not? There we go. Everybody's untapped potential is up. Please tell me the CPU didn't sign any bad contracts. Okay, so we end up getting Greg Monroe actually. Bruce Brown we signed to a big deal. So what is our current salary cap situation? So Dwight Powell will be gone. We signed Bruce Brown, who went undrafted surprisingly. Dwayne Dedman we can always trade, and Mike Conley we can always trade. So looking at the lineup, I'm sort of liking where we're heading. We lose Marc Gasol, but we end up getting Klay Thompson, who is going to be a fantastic scorer for us. So Mike Conley, Klay Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Greg Monroe. I actually want to lower the bench a bit. Oh, no, I want to get get rid of Dedman's minutes. Get rid of O'Quinn's minutes. And move Javon Carter in there. And move Bruce Brown in there. So Bruce Brown will be our 6th man. And we'll move. Okay, so Bruce Brown, you're going to get like 18 minutes. Javon Carter, you'll get like 17. And then we'll lower it on Dwight Powell, excuse me. Increase Clay. Increase Jaren Jackson. Increase Dylan Brooks. I want to get the starting lineup a lot of minutes. And that should be good. Yeah, I'm liking this lineup. So, again, I don't know if this is enough to compete in the Western Conference. But I want to see what can we get for Mike Conley. He's going to be 32. He's 86 overall. He's going to be declining. Can I get a great point guard for him? No, I don't want to give up Jaren Jackson, though. That's not going to happen. Chris Bosh, Blake Griffin, Kyle Lowry, Steven Adams, and I could get Andrew Wiggins, but they all want. Okay. This is intriguing. You know what? We'll keep the lineup as it is for now. Let me go ahead and put Clay, Mike Conley, and then Jaren Jackson on the untouchables list. And we'll see how we go. We'll go through the first half of the season. I'll bring you guys back for an inter-season checkup and see if Mike Conley is proving that his $30 million a year is actually worth it. Pretty decent record after 54 games, 32 and 22, 5th seed in the Western Conference. I want to look at how our players are doing. Clay with 24, Mike Conley with 17 and 7, Jaren Jackson 16 and 11, Bruce Brown, Greg Monroe, and Dylan Brooks, along with Javon Carter, putting up some good minutes off the bench. I'm pretty happy with this team so far. I just want to hope that Mike Conley improves a little bit because he's going to be going on that player option next season. So I think we're going to ride this team out. I also want to look at our contract extensions. Dylan Brooks will go ahead and sign for another 2 years. Dwight Powell, yeah, we'll sign him for another 2 years. 78 overall, pretty decent. And we'll deal with Mike Conley a bit later. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season. If we keep going this way, we should be one of the top seeds in the Western Conference. So a bit of a drop-off from when we last left off. We only went we went 12 and 16 after that. Westbrook, Cameron Reddish, here are the end of the year awards. Dylan Brooks, most improved player. Don't know if we're going to see any Grizzlies on this list. Unfortunately not. Jabari Parker on the Jazz now. Okay then, that's rather strange. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the All-NBA defensive second team. Very happy about that. We are the 7th seed, going up against OKC with Melo still on the team. Kenneth Faried, Derek Favors, and Nerlens Noel. Looks like Steven Adams left somewhere. I don't know where he is. Where is Steven Adams? Marc Gasol on the Kings now. I forgot we traded. He signed a massive contract with them. Oh my goodness. But we're going up against OKC. I want to know what happened to our stats. Klay Thompson still up there. Doesn't seem like much of a drop-off. I don't really know what happened in those last couple games. But we're looking pretty decent. Jaren Jackson. We got a pretty good bench as well, especially these two right here. We're able to, we have them for the next couple years as well. But we're going up against OKC, which is not good for us. Hey, we take game 1 though. Tied up at 1. They take game 3. We tie it up at 2. Down 3-2, and the first round exit against a very good OKC team. OKC actually knocks off Cleveland, and are you kidding me? Rodney Hood? Wait a minute. How did they reach the finals? Are you kidding me? Rodney Hood, Jordan Clarkson, Love, Sexton, Naz Reid, Hazonia, Pau Gasol. I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense to me. How do the Cavs without LeBron make it to the finals? They swept the Knicks. They swept them with Zion and Kevin Knott. I don't understand what's going on. Either way, a decent season. I think Mike Conley may have to go just to revamp the roster a little bit. No, thank you. So I want to see what we could possibly get for Mike Conley this season. We are going to get our draft pick. Unfortunately, not actually. So the Celtics get it this year. I completely forgot. So no draft pick for us. Staff should be pretty much the same. Bill Boothing improving a little bit. Wait, who is that? Logan Schmidt. A+. Okay, he's pretty good. But we want to see if Mike Conley is going to accept his option. He most likely is. He's getting up there. Yes, he does accept the option. We're going to keep Jackson and Carter, of course. And I'm not sure about the free agents that we're going to see. Looking at the cap holds, not much. Deonta Davis. We have plenty of centers. So we should be fine after that. Qualifying offers, we're not going to offer one to Willie Reed. And we're going to go into the moratorium. -$7 million. It's not what I wanted to see. Is it possible to get KD? Or you know what? Let's see what we can get for Mike Conley. $32 million. So there's got to be an upgrade around here somewhere. Eric Bledsoe and Robin Lopez. I don't want to give up any of my young players. Kemba. But we're going to have to give up Bruce Brown for that. Any decent point guards available? CJ. I may want to take CJ. He's on a 1-year deal as well. Yeah, he's on a 1-year deal as well. You could always convert him to point guard. Or let me actually just put together a trade of some sort. Let me figure out a trade. I'm going to try a manual trade here, not use the trade finder. And I'll bring you guys back with whatever move I make. So guys, we are able to trade for D'Angelo Russell. It's amazing a manual trade actually worked out. So I sent Mike Conley. We got a Dallas Mavericks 2021 top 3 protected pick and a 2020 second round pick for D'Angelo Russell. Very, very nice. So we now have our point guard of the future. We have a young team. It's unbelievable. Greg Monroe, Jaren Jackson Jr., D'Angelo Russell, and Klay Thompson. Very, very excited about this team. Bruce Brown we need to hold on to, and Javon Carter hopefully. But besides that, we got guys locked in for the next 2 to 3 years. Klay Thompson will probably accept that offer. And we have a young star in D'Angelo Russell. So guys, I'm very excited about this. We also, I believe we actually have a little more cap room now to sign players. So I want to see what we have available. Tyler Zeller, you know what? We'll get rid of Zeller. And then we need a small forward. So what can we get for minimum small forward? James Ennis, hello and welcome to the team. Or if we can get an even better one like Denzel Valentine, let's offer that to him. We get Valentine. We're going to decline Ennis. Crap, they matched the offer. That's very unfortunate. Can I get Jay Crowder for 2 years? Can I get Jay Crowder? There we go. So now we have our small forward. We'll be able to have a really good team this season. I love that we're able to trade for D'Angelo Russell. Just proves that them. You can't actually manually trade. Jaren Jackson, 86 overall, now up 5. Klay Thompson still going up. D'Angelo going up. Jevon Carter to a 78. Bruce Brown to a 78. So things are looking up for this Memphis Grizzlies team. So in 44 and 38, Steph Curry, your MVP. Here are the rest of the awards. And do we have any Grizzlies on the All-NBA teams? Unfortunately not. Melo Ball and the Brooklyn Nets replacing D'Angelo Russell. We're the 8th seed. We're going up against the Klay Thompson-less, but now DeMarcus Cousins added Golden State Warriors, so I am terrified as usual. We always face them. Every single time we face the Warriors. Bol and DeAndre Ayton along with Mikal Bridges on the same team. That's also terrifying, but we had a pretty good year statistically. Klay with 27 and 4. Jaren Jackson with 16 and 8. D'Angelo with 16 and 8. And some decent production from Jevon Carter and Greg Monroe. I'm just predicting a sweep. That's what I'm going to predict. 2-0. Hey, we steal a game. We tie it up 2-2. 3-2. And we upset Golden State in round 1. That's actually incredible. Luka Doncic, Dennis Smith Jr., Blake, and DeAndre Jordan. So Blake is now back with DeAndre Jordan. This is not looking too good. Okay, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Dallas ties it up 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and there we go. But still a very, very good season. This team is really on the come up. Philadelphia wins another title. If Jaren Jackson looks like he's going to be a pretty good player in this league. He's a really good stretch 4. I think his three-point shooting could still really improve. Very athletic on the defensive end, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens with him. The Memphis Grizzlies still have to decide on Marc Gasol and Mike Conley, and if they need to find a way to move Chandler Parsons' contract. But guys, that will be all for today. Thank you all for watching. We're so close to 1,800. Be sure to subscribe for more. Be sure to comment down below what rebuild you want to see next. And I'll see you in the next video.